Samsung, a cornerstone of global electronics, has anchored its vast manufacturing in China for decades. But imagine every factory, every production line simply vanished overnight. And let's find the answer to the question, what if? A complete Samsung withdrawal would immediately trigger profound economic aftershocks across China. Millions of direct and indirect workers, especially in key manufacturing hubs like Guangdong, would face massive job displacement, creating significant social challenges and unemployment spikes. This seismic shift would also deal a substantial blow to China's foreign direct investment (FDI) appeal, tarnishing its image as the undisputed world's factory, particularly in high-tech sectors crucial for its economic ambitions. Such an exodus would signal risk to other multinationals, potentially deterring future investments. In response, Beijing would accelerate its push for indigenous technological innovation and self-reliance. This involves intensified government support, subsidies, and policy incentives for domestic competitors to rapidly scale up, innovate, and fill the void left by Samsung, bolstering local capabilities and reducing foreign dependence. Samsung's colossal departure from China would trigger a monumental global reconfiguration and operational overhaul for the tech giant itself. We'd see intensified investment and rapid expansion into alternative manufacturing hubs across Southeast Asia, notably Vietnam, India, and Indonesia, alongside potential moves into regions like Mexico or Brazil to recreate its immense production capacity. Initially, this shift would introduce production bottlenecks, increase logistical complexities, and potential short-term rises in manufacturing costs as entirely new supply chains are established and optimized. However, the long-term benefits would be profound. Diversified supply chains, significantly reducing single-country dependency, and thereby enhancing resilience against future geopolitical or logistical disruptions, ultimately strengthening Samsung's global operational stability. A Samsung exodus would certainly send shockwaves through the global tech supply chain. Initially, we'd likely see widespread short-term disruption across the electronics market. Imagine potential component shortages for everything from smartphone screens to memory chips, causing significant price volatility and delaying product launches for numerous brands reliant on Samsung's vast production capabilities. Beyond the immediate chaos, this monumental shift would act as a powerful catalyst for other multinational corporations. Many would critically reevaluate their own manufacturing footprints, accelerating existing decoupling trends from China. Companies would prioritize diversifying their production to reduce single-country dependency. Consequently, we'd witness the emergence of new regional manufacturing powerhouses, like those in Southeast Asia or Mexico. This would forge a more fragmented, yet ultimately more robust global supply network driven by friend-shoring and near-shoring initiatives, fundamentally reshaping how electronics reach consumers worldwide. Samsung's departure would dramatically reshape the tech world's competitive landscape. Within China, local giants like Xiaomi, Huawei, Oppo, and Vivo would immediately seize the opportunity. They would rapidly expand their domestic market share as a major foreign rival's local presence vanishes, solidifying their homegrown dominance. Simultaneously, other global tech titans such as Apple, LG, and various Google hardware partners would face both increased pressure and intriguing opportunities. This would prompt them to critically reevaluate their own manufacturing strategies and potentially move to fill some of the vacated market space. Crucially, this monumental shift could also foster a clearer delineation of global tech markets, driving companies towards more localized product development and a stronger focus on distinct regional consumer preferences, creating a more fragmented yet adaptable industry. This seismic shift wouldn't just affect businesses, it would profoundly reshape international diplomacy and trade. Tensions would undoubtedly heighten in international trade relations, particularly straining ties between South Korea and China, and further impacting the complex US-China economic dynamics. Critically, Samsung's decisive withdrawal would establish a powerful precedent-setting event. It would influence numerous other industries and companies contemplating their own large-scale exits from China, primarily driven by escalating geopolitical risk assessments. Ultimately, this monumental decision would accelerate a broader global trend towards economic regionalization. This would likely foster the formation of distinct economic blocs, fundamentally altering the traditional interconnectedness of the global economy and ushering in an era of more localized supply chains. Samsung's complete China withdrawal would be a geo-economic earthquake, profoundly reshaping global manufacturing, tech, and trade. In your opinion, what if Samsung completely withdrew its factories from China? Share your thoughts in the comments.